This is U.S. and China, turn 7. The United States in the Pacific has 32 IPCs to spend. Remember, they get a discount on their ships. So 17 IPCs for a battleship and 9 IPCs for a cruiser, with 6 IPCs left over to buy 2 infantry. In the Atlantic, they're going to buy a minor factory for Normandy, Bordeaux. They're going to buy 2 transports at 6 IPCs each. That's 12, and 15 is 27. And with the additional 14, they're going to buy 2 infantry and 2 artillery. So that's 41. The Chinese have 14 IPCs to spend. The Burma Road is open, so they're going to buy 2 infantry and 2 artillery. There is only 1 attack in this round. The Chinese will be attacking Anhui with all of the forces from Kwaichao. 2 infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 fighter. So let's roll that out, and then we'll get to the non-combat. Okay, the battle for Anhui. We have a Chinese, American volunteer fighter at 3, a supported infantry and an artillery at 2 each, and then an unsupported infantry at 1. 2 hits, that is all they needed. Japanese defend with a tank and an infantry. And the Chinese lose 1 infantry as a casualty. Territory taken. Okay, non-combat, the infantry and mech in the eastern United States are going to get on the transport, and the destroyer and the battleship will go to C-Zone 91 and offload in Morocco. All 6 planes, 5 fighters and a tactical bomber from the 2 aircraft carriers in C-Zone 110 are going to land in Normandy, Bordeaux for defense. And what else? Oh. In the western United States here in C-Zone 11, there is a destroyer and a carrier with 1 fighter on board. They're going to go to C-Zone 10. Down in C-Zone 42, that lone transport is going to go to C-Zone 54 and just sit there. I think I forgot to mention as well. The fighter in the eastern United States is going to go west and land on the carrier in C-Zone 10. Chinese moves, there's only a couple. The infantry in Shanxi is going to go to Hopei, the artillery in Suiyuan is going to go to Shahar, and the fighter is going to land in Shahar. So let's tidy up. Placement of new units: 2 infantry, 2 artillery in the eastern United States, 2 transports in C-Zone 101, and the new factory in Normandy, Bordeaux. In the western United States, we have a cruiser, a battleship, and 2 infantry in there. Okay. For the Chinese, all the new units are going into Shahar, so that's 2 infantry and 2 new artillery, so that's 3 artillery there. Okay, money, the only money difference is Anhui has been liberated, so China goes up from 12 to 13, and Japan goes down from 29 to 28, so 10, 11, 12, 13. So China gets 13 IPCs. The United States in the Pacific gets 16 IPCs, but they have propaganda, so they get to roll 2 die. And the higher of the 2 is added, so they get 5 more. So they're going to have 21 IPCs instead of 16. So 21 IPCs for the Pacific United States and 40 IPCs for the Atlantic United States. Okay, since we're over here, we'll start in the Pacific with the Americans. So in C-Zone 10, we have a fully loaded carrier with 2 fighters. We have a battleship, a cruiser, and 2 destroyers. In the western United States, we have 2 infantry and a strategic bomber. In Midway, we have 5 infantry and a mechanized infantry. Way down there in Sea Zone 54 off the coast of Australia, we have a transport ship. And in Queensland, we have 2 infantry and 1 strategic bomber. In the western or eastern United States, we have 2 infantry, 2 artillery. In Sea Zone 101, there are 2 transports. In Sea Zone 91, there is a transport, excuse me, a battleship and a destroyer. In Morocco, there's an infantry and a mechanized infantry. In Sea Zone 110, there are 4 transports. Actually, you know what? Sorry, we're going to move those 4 transports down to Sea Zone 91. We'll do that just to keep them a little bit safer. Okay, so there are not 4 transports down there. There are 5 transports in Sea Zone 91. So in Sea Zone 110, there are just 2 empty aircraft carriers. In Normandy, Bordeaux, there's 1 tactical bomber, 5 fighters, 1 infantry, and 1 tank, along with a newly built minor factory. So that's the Americans. The Chinese only have the troops on the board that you see in the 3 territories there. So infantry, artillery in Anhui, infantry in Hopei, 2 infantry, 3 artillery, and a fighter in Shahar. So that's the U.S. and China turn 7. Italy is up next.